Hello, welcome to a new video. My husband Chris is much more cynical, matter of fact and scientific than me, but he's seen so much more weird stuff than I have, which I don't think is fair really. In our bedroom we have exposed concrete over stone on one wall, which we discovered wasn't plastered when we pulled out the fitted furniture years ago. I'm always spotting faces or maps of countries in it, but one morning recently, the way the light came through the curtains, Chris saw something. He wanted me to paint it, so he described it to ChatGPT, and this is the result. So the Inktense layer has now dried and I'm going to do watercolours next. I'm not entirely happy with the face. I do know she looks awful, don't worry. I just wanted to get some of the proportions in with pen because I know I'm going to go over this, I think, maybe quite thickly. I might even get some texture paste out, I'm not sure. There's going to be a lot of layers on this one, so that's why I did the pen. But yeah, don't worry, she will look better when it's finished. So I've just been out here varnishing Mum's painting, and if you're interested. So yesterday my battery ran out and it started raining simultaneously, so I never got to finish what I was saying, which was the varnish I use, if you're interested, is Winsor & Newton Professional Retouching Varnish. Yeah, so that's of any use and I'm very happy with it. Okay, so I think I've got a gap of about 2 minutes before it starts raining again. And I am going to pop back outside and take some photographs. This is what I had planned to do yesterday, and I really want to get out there before the flowers start going over. The peonies are just coming out and they're absolutely beautiful. We've got a good year for peonies this year. So I thought this year I would make more of an effort to get lots of photos for references so that I can use my own photos for flowers, which would be just so handy. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'd show you with the light on in the evenings. You can see the sparkle much better than in the daylight. So there we are. I'm loving it. Very pretty. Okay, let's move this out of the way for a second. We've got a Jackson's unboxing. Oh, have we? How do I get it open? Oh my goodness. Whew. So, not a big order, but a couple of things. This being the main one. My white is already running out, and I bought a different brand of water mixable oil paint with my last order, and it's Cobra. All of my other oil paints are Winsor & Newton Artisan, and I'll be honest with you, I'm not 100% happy with it. Some of them have just gone, I don't know, it's just something about the consistency I'm not overly keen on. So I tried the Cobra when I ran out of white and I'm loving it. So as this is doing quite well already, and Jackson's had a discount offer on all oil paint last week, so I just bought some. I was in the mood for it, so I've got this ginormous white, so really happy. That's going to keep me going for a little while. And a couple of other colours. I was lacking in a pale warm green, so I've got a yellowish green. It's actually looking quite limey on that colour. Permanent yellow light. Again, my only yellows are, I've got cadmium yellow hue, and it's very dark, it's almost orange. And then I do have the first set of paints I bought when I started doing the mastery programme. I got a set of Montmartre. I've got a medium yellow, but this is getting thin on the ground as well. This paint, it's good to get you started, but there's so much of the binder separation with the paint, with the pigment. Every time I squeeze some out, there's a pile of just like binder that I've got to get through before I can actually use the paint, and then that makes it quite shiny. You know, fine to have a go with. And the pigments apparently are good and light fast. So for that respect, I'm happy to use them, but I just wanted time to get better, yeah. So yellowish green, permanent yellow light, and lamp black. Simple as that. Nothing too fancy, just some basics. And they're really good size tubes, so I don't feel like I need to go easy on it. These are really well priced. Definitely, if you're interested in auto mixable oils, have a look at Jackson's and Cobra. And I've done a bit of research, and these seem to be pretty good. So I was just cracked on with it for a bit yesterday, and I'm afraid I didn't film this first oil layer, but now the face is looking much more like a real face. It was a little bit weird before. Anyway, really happy with how this is going, although Chris pointed out the flower was too big and felt like it was further forward than the figure, which I see. I think that's partly because she's floating sort of in the distance and this is grounded, so I'm going to make sure I go over this with oil to make this, to hopefully push that further back. That makes sense. I'm going to crack on with this evening. I don't know if I'll quite finish it, but I'm hoping to get close. So this morning I was up really early to get to Bristol in time for a 10 AM class in pottery throwing, using a pottery wheel. It was a complete surprise, out of the blue. Jude bought me this class for my birthday present this year, and what a good idea. There was someone else there as well actually who was there for a birthday present. So yeah, there's an idea for you if you're trying to think of one. It was such good fun, honestly. It was a 2-hour class plus half an hour for us all to clean up. I will have to show you the results when Jude collects them once they've been fired and done. But yeah, well, I actually made something which I'm relieved about, because I tell you what, pottery throwing looks really difficult, and I was quite pleased that I made anything. The first one though looked the best, but my thumb went through the bomb, so there's a bit of a hole, which is a real shame about that one. And the other two weren't so good. I found it difficult to remember all the steps. Yeah, the first one was good because she was talking us through it, and then after that we just sort of went and asked questions and I just kept forgetting what we were supposed to do. So the bottom edge of the second one is a bit rubbish, and then the third one I remembered to sort out the bottom edge, but the edges are all a bit not a great shape. But never mind, I made 3 pots, and the one with the hole in it can be a flower pot. So that's been my morning, and then we had a lovely lunch and a little wander around I can't remember the name of the market, the indoor market and all that area in Bristol. Yes, that was a really nice day and such a fun thing to try something new. So yeah, it's always good to try something new, isn't it? And it was exciting. I was nervous a bit, but it was exciting and highly recommend it. this is the end of the painting. It was quite different for me. The colours were much more pastel and pale, and it was fun doing a larger proportion of an abstract background. That was fun. Yeah, and the subject's a little bit different as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed doing it. It was a good practice, and it was quite fun to do a sort of commission from Chris. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I will see you again soon. Do take care. Bye.